It's a humanitarian disaster. Iran is really in need of help. People of Iran really need help, and unfortunately, the global attention to the matter has been limited, and those on the ground have not really been prepared for this situation. So they have not been capable of addressing the problem properly. Iran has not experienced something of this magnitude for a long time. At least it's unprecedented in my lifetime, and for that reason, it's really helped to. It's really hard to help the people. Infrastructure has washed away a lot of villages have got disconnected from the network, so it's really hard to help them. A lack of infrastructure to help and manage crisis is also adding to the problem. So it is a serious problem, and Iran is really in need of needs international help.
The U.S. State Department said that Washington was ready to help via the Red Cross and Red Crescent, but at the same time accused Iran of being unprepared for the emergency. First of all, was Iran unprepared?
I think, these are political games, and I don't think it's really helpful that at this time we bring, people are dying, people are underwater, and these games between Tehran and Washington are unhealthy. And I don't think this is really even mature that high-level politicians are fighting like children over this, Iran accusing the U.S. that they were not good in managing their floods and cyclones and hurricanes, and Washington accusing Tehran that they're not good and unprepared. In any natural disaster and any disaster, we always say that we could have done better. We could have avoided the damages, and we could have, prevented a lot of things that we haven't done. But right now, it doesn't matter. What matters is people's health and people's lives. And this is something that we need to concentrate. Tehran and Washington have plenty of time to fight with each other as the last 40 years.
Indeed, there is this political one-upmanship, if you like. Iran's foreign ministry also saying that U.S. sanctions on Iran are what's blocking humanitarian aid. What are you hearing from those people who are on the ground? What kind of aid is getting to people?
I mean, so there are some aids like, food, blankets, tents, and water, and all these things that you can always, in these times become handy, plus money and all sorts of things. But it's also the issue of equipment, right? So right now Iran cannot immediately buy the helicopters it needs, or I don't know, any sort of equipment that they need to use at this point, including pumps and whatever they need to help the people build the infrastructure back, connect the pipes and electricity and so on. So it might be able to, we might be able to help people with any sort of goods, which kind of help them live like human beings, but we can't really give them the life that they deserve, and that takes a long time. Iran definitely has been affected by sanctions, whether they want to deny it or not, and the Iranian people and the poor are the ones who are suffering the most. And I think it is very sad to see that politics is getting mixed up with a humanitarian crisis like this.
Kaveh Madani, thanks so much for taking the time to speak to us. You are the former deputy head of Iran's Department of Environment and ex-VP of the UN Environmental Assembly Bureau. Thank you so much.